Hello and welcome to MyNewtNews. I am not a Newt. My name is not Newt. But you know what? You can call me Newt. Before I go any further, I'm going to pimp the channel. Pimp the channel. If you like what I do here today, I'd appreciate a like, subscribe. You want to leave a comment, you got something to say, be glad to hear it, be glad to read it, and you may even get a reply. So, today, in case you didn't, notice the thumbnailer, I'm going to talk about Resident Alien and the fact that they pretty much, very nearly, for the most part, and I can't come up with any more hedge terms, so I'm just going to go on then. They don't have any competent men in this. If you look at it, Harry Vanderspiegel, not exactly competent, not a competent male. And I also like to say that if you go back, because I'm catching up on the second season, and I just finished the 14th episode, and I noticed, I went back and watched some clips from season 1. He's a lot dumber and more clueless now than he was in season 1, which doesn't seem like it should be. It's almost like, he's kind of devolved, taken the character more over the top. But that's neither here nor there. Corey Reynolds. Egotistical, kind of incompetent. No, let me rephrase that. Sheriff Mike Thompson, incompetent. I don't want to slag on the actor. Mayor Ben Hawthorne. Again, not competent, kind of an idiot, doesn't listen to others. Max Hawthorne, the son. He started out in the first season, he was pretty much the most competent male and possibly the most competent person in the entire series. And here in the second season, they've kind of made him just an idiot tag-along behind Sahar, which I really, really don't like, because I'm sorry, but Sahar is just about the most annoying character in any of the shows I watch right now. Thinking right offhand, I can't think of anybody that is more annoying than her in any I'm sure if I thought about it, I could come up with somebody more annoying, but yeah, I think it'd be a stretch. Now, the main candidate that we have for possible competent guy is Dan Twelvetrees. He's very much a secondary or tertiary character. I mean, he's definitely not in all the episodes, and I like him, and he comes across well, but not so much. I mean, he's just kind of along for the ride. And Alex Barima, the David Logan, the CIA guy, I mean, again, not really competent. I was talking about this with a friend, and they said, well, what about Dr. Ethan? Yeah, I mean, but he comes across as a little better than the other characters, but we don't really see him do much. I mean, basically, he's fronting and talking about how cool he is and how he was with Médecins Sans Frontières. And it's like, okay, but what does he actually do in the show other than puff himself up? And I could be wrong. I may have forgotten something that's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't realize that, Newt. What about this? And I'd watch it and go, holy moly, you're right. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning toward not, but you never know. So really, I mean, is there a competent male character? And as far as the female characters, Asta does pretty good. Darcy, not so much. Deputy Liv. And that's kind of annoying because it depends on who the writer of a specific episode is. She either goes from competent but ignored to almost kind of whiny and pathetic. I don't really think that's fair because, I mean, they need to come up with something, an arc. Because, I mean, her arc is supposed to be she goes from, not having self-confidence but being right a significant portion of the time. And it should be that showing her build her confidence and become more mature and more, I guess, happy in her own skin. Kate Hawthorne, now see, I don't know, because we don't know about her job, but especially in episode 14, this last one where, they're talking about the resort, her husband's trying to bring in the resort, and she's for it. Then the other ladies take her out, and then she's not for it. It almost seems like she's kind of one of those people that whoever the most recent person talking to her is the one that has the most influence. It's like she doesn't have so much a mind of her own. And again, I could be wrong, but that's my opinion, and it's worth every cent you pay for it. Nurse Ellen, not necessarily pleasant, but maybe competent. Judy Cooper, yeah, no. And Jay, Sahar, don't get me started. But of course, the focus of this video is supposed to be the guys, and really, with the semi-exception of Dan Twelvetrees, there is not a single competent male on this show in season 2. At first, I was like, there is none, period. And then I thought, well, Dan Twelvetrees, I'm not going to say that he is not portrayed as incompetent as the other males in the show. But he doesn't really do that much in the show. Basically he's there. He's basically there as support for Asta. That's pretty much what I got. If you agree, disagree, leave a comment. And I appreciate your time. Thanks for listening. Have a good one. Bye.